A lack of accountability on the part of school administrators has led to thousands of dollars sitting idle.
Those monies have been raised by the students, and it's extremely important that we not only insist it, but that they comply with these requirements.
Several requirements that GPSS auditors say is a must is that all profit from school fundraisers be reported to them on a monthly basis before any deposits are made, and that the schools have internal control to ensure that every cent raised is transferred to the banks properly. A recent audit of J.M. Guerrero Elementary found that the school failed to provide financial statements since the beginning of the year. Acting Principal Darlene Larimar says they raised between $3,000 to $5,000 since January, and that they are reviewing their books to see what went wrong. However, with less than 10 days of school left, Larimar is hoping that some of the funds can be used.
We have to hold off on any type of payments that has to be made towards awards, promotions, and we are also working with auditor's office to see if we can release some funds at least to get certain things paid.
The problem follows a February audit at Southern High, which found that over $87,000 in cash was pocketed for the past 3 years. Principal at the Santa Rita campus, Jim Rages, says he has spent the past 2 months organizing the bank statements and that he plans to submit a full report to GPSS auditors today. Meanwhile, a complaint forwarded to the Attorney General's office remains under review to determine if the employee who was in charge of the NAF funding at Southern should face criminal charges. While officials will not release her identity, Rages admits that the employee is back to work.
The sad thing is she's finding it out through the media and not, coming from the superintendent's office or anything like that. And so, of course, I feel for her, right, that she's receiving this hardship when, internally this is something we could try to resolve.
In the meantime, Deputy Superintendent Arlene Ompinko says GPSS will let the process with the AG take its course, adding that on Monday they will provide training to staff at J.M. Guerrero to ensure the reports are done correctly and submitted in order to use any of the cash.
The ball is in the court of the school administrator. Yep. They need to supply the information that's being requested by the auditors. Once that's been supplied and the questions are addressed, then they would be able to use their funds.
Nick Delgado, PNC News.